Top K-pop news. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications right now, because the story you're about to hear is one of those moments that reminds millions of ARMYs around the world why they love BTS so much. As the sky over Busan slowly changed color at dusk, an emotional story began to unfold in a way no one could have predicted. There was no deafening music, no fireworks or dazzling stage lights. Yet it was precisely in that simplicity that an extraordinary moment was born, touching the hearts of thousands in attendance and millions of fans watching on screen. Busan's main stadium, which in a few hours would be filled with a sea of ARMY bomb lights, looked different than usual. The rows of seats, not yet fully occupied, created an atmosphere that was so warm and intimate. Every corner of the stadium seemed to hold anticipation that grew with every passing minute. The gentle evening breeze carried a sense of longing that fans had kept buried for far too long. They came not just to watch a concert, but to reconnect with the bond that had united millions of hearts across nations for years. Then the long-awaited moment finally arrived. One by one, the members of BTS began to appear on stage for the soundcheck. Their presence instantly transformed the stadium's atmosphere. There were no lavish stage costumes that usually adorn their performances. There were no sparkling accessories designed specifically for major shows. The 7 members appeared simply dressed in casual attire that made them seem so close to their fans. Yet it was precisely that simplicity that made the atmosphere all the more special. Their laughter sounded light as they walked across the vast stage. The little jokes they exchanged with one another filled the entire stadium with smiles. Those spontaneous moments revealed a side of BTS rarely seen once the concert lights come on. They aren't just global superstars breaking record after record. They are 7 friends who have found their home on stage, a place where they can be themselves without any limits. Among the thousands of pairs of eyes fixed on the stage, many fans couldn't hold back their emotions. Some were seen wiping away tears while continuing to wave their ARMY bombs, which began lighting up one by one. Cell phones were raised high into the air, trying to capture every precious second. Even brief moments like a smile or a wave felt like priceless gifts to those who had waited so long. But amidst that warm atmosphere, the public's attention slowly began to focus on a single figure standing at the center of the stage. That figure was Jungkook, a name that for years has symbolized dedication, talent, and a charm that defies description. The moment he stepped forward, it was as if the entire stadium fell silent for a few moments. Not because the noise had died down, but because every eye automatically turned to him. In a simple yet elegant black tracksuit, Jungkook looked effortlessly cool. The white stripes on his outfit gave off a relaxed vibe, while the gold microphone in his hand beautifully reflected the afternoon sunlight. His wide smile instantly spread positive energy throughout the stadium. It wasn't a smile made for the cameras. It was a genuine smile from someone savoring a precious moment with the people who love him. Jungkook walked slowly across the stage that would soon become the center of the world's attention. Every now and then, he stopped to check his in-ear monitor. With professionalism honed over the years, he ensured every technical detail ran perfectly. Yet even while focused on his work, his playful and cheerful side still shone through. He laughed several times with the other members, making the soundcheck feel like a joyful family reunion. Jungkook's gaze then shifted toward the stadium's stands. Before him lay thousands of seats that weren't yet fully occupied. But to Jungkook, those empty seats weren't a void. He seemed to envision how the venue would transform into a sea of people singing together in just a matter of hours. It was as if he could already hear the echoes of ARMY's voices filling the entire stadium once the official concert began. The next moment became one of the most talked about parts among fans. Casually, Jungkook began singing a portion of the lyrics from BTS's latest song. Without a full backing track, without special sound effects, and without elaborate choreography, his voice still sounded so clear and captivating. Note by note, it filled the stadium, which was still relatively quiet. Even during a rehearsal, the quality of his vocals gave many people goosebumps. After that, Jungkook's energy shifted dramatically. A wide smile returned to his face. He began moving to the rhythm of the song playing for the soundcheck. His small steps turned into energetic movements. It was as if his entire body was filled with energy he couldn't hide. From a distance, the fans watching could only smile with emotion, seeing just how happy the golden magne was in the place he loved most. The gentle evening breeze of Busan added to the beauty of the scene. Jungkook's black hair moved slowly in the wind, while the setting sun created a captivating visual effect. In certain moments, he seemed to glow naturally. It's no wonder so many ARMYs immediately shared the clip on social media, calling it one of Jungkook's best visuals of the year. What made this moment even more special wasn't the grandeur of the concert production or the event's massive scale. Rather, what made it so memorable was the sincerity radiating from every one of Jungkook's expressions. Despite his status as one of the world's biggest stars, he continues to show the same humility and gratitude as when he first began his career. Every wave, every smile, and every glance toward the fans felt so genuine that it's hard to forget. That day, Busan once again witnessed how BTS and ARMY are connected through a bond that cannot be explained solely by album sales figures, chart achievements, or world records. That connection is built from millions of memories, struggles, tears, and moments of joy they've shared together over the years. A sound check that might seem simple to some turned into an emotional moment that will be cherished by those in attendance. As the sun slowly set on the Busan horizon, excitement for the Arirang World Tour 2026 reached a fever pitch. Every passing minute brought fans closer to the night they'd been dreaming of. And from the passionate gleam in Jungkook's eyes, the world seemed to catch a glimpse that something extraordinary was waiting ahead. A night that will be filled with music, love, nostalgia, and a happiness that's hard to put into words. When the stadium lights finally go out later and the cheers of tens of thousands of fans echo throughout the city, these simple moments from the soundcheck will become the emotional foundation that makes the concert feel even more meaningful. Because before it becomes a spectacular show witnessed by the world, it all began with the sincere smile of Jungkook, the warm laughter of 7 friends known as BTS, and the deep longing that finally found its way back under the magical skies of Busan. Now all eyes are on the big night that is about to begin. Thousands of ARMYs are ready to fill the stadium with songs and cheers that will echo all the way to the Busan sky. And if the soundcheck alone was capable of evoking such intense emotion, then no one can imagine just how extraordinary the main concert will be. One thing is certain, BTS and Jungkook have shown that they are ready to give their all to create a night that will be remembered for a lifetime. Busan once again bears witness to how music can unite hearts from all corners of the world. And amidst all the spotlight, Jungkook's smile that afternoon will remain one of the most cherished memories stored in the hearts of fans. A simple smile that warmed millions of hearts and reminded everyone why BTS remains a beloved global phenomenon to this day. Thank you for following the latest news and stories about the K-pop world with Top K-pop. Don't forget to support this channel by clicking the subscribe button, turning on notifications, and sharing this video with fellow ARMYs so you don't miss the latest updates on BTS, Jungkook, and your favorite idols. See you in the next K-pop news, because there's always an interesting story waiting for us to discuss together, only on Top K-pop.